we are at the FASO rehearsal for FASO Goes Broadway. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Ninette Tenza, and this is going to be my second time to be performing with FASO, so I'm really excited about it. Looking forward to it.
Okay, tell us a little bit. How did you get involved with FASO?
I've known Bob Schroeder before, and I've worked with him with Cultura, Philippine folk arts. We did a show together at what's this? At the Hollywood, not at the Hollywood Bowl, but the Ford Amphitheater. Yeah, this was back in 2006, I believe, in 2007, 2009. Yes.
What is your forte in singing?
In singing, well, my influences are Sarah McLachlan because I also play the piano, so I'm more of an acoustic. I sing and I play, but I've had the background in classical piano.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Now, tell us a little bit more. How exciting was it for them to invite you to come back and perform with a big orchestra?
Oh my gosh! At first, I got really scared because I thought it was just gonna be me. Then I found out, yay! There's gonna be a lot more performers. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Was there any challenges, or did you have any hesitations?
No hesitations at all. I got it really excited, and then I had to psych myself up. Like, come on, you really should be good at this. Broadway's not really my forte, but I do ballads and stuff. So I had to psych myself. Hey, if Lady Gaga could do it, so can I.
Definitely. Now, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get into singing and music and all that good stuff?
I started classical piano training at the age of 9, and then when I migrated with my family to the States back in '82, I continued my classical studies at the UCLA Extension, and then I started with a band here back in the '80s called Adobo and She. We were the sister group of Adobo back when Menudo was really popular during the days, and that started my pop singing. After joining that band, I performed with Haji Alejandro's Flashbacks band, and we used to have a restaurant on Melrose Avenue back then. That's when I decided to go home to the Philippines and try, my luck in the music industry there, and I have no regrets whatsoever.
And
Yeah.
what made you come back to
To the U.S. Well, my dad had to call me. Goes, come on, your green card's gonna expire. You should come back. So when I met my husband, in the Philippines when I was there for 9 years, and I've also been with different bands when I was there. I joined Hot Dog, which was a popular rock band, and then I joined several pop bands also at the time. And so when my dad called me up about the green card, I said, hey, now that I've got a family, I think I really want to go back and, to the States and really bring my daughter up over here. During the 70s was, I think, the best era for both, OPM and American music, pop music. I really loved the 70s era. And that's when Hot Dog and all those bands in the Philippines, Circus Band, Biblian Crowd, really defined OPM music. They were the pillars. And now, when I went home during the 90s, it was more of bands doing all cover versions of American pop. And then when about a year or 2 years ago, I listened to some of the original Filipino music. It has evolved. There's one group that still catered to just the love songs, and stuff. The pop love songs that's always been around, but never. I don't really think it really evolved, But there's also the new OPM where they fuse jazz and jazz fusion and everything into the Filipino music, and it sounds really, really amazing. I'm really impressed by that. My only hope is that the kundimans will be revived and more people will write kundimans so that we don't lose our culture.
Right.
So it probably is going to inspire me to write some songs
Maybe
for
get
that.
FASO to do something with
Yes, yes. And they've been actually doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then lastly,
So.
if anybody wants to get to know your music or any of that good stuff, do you have social media or
They can find me on YouTube. I sing some pop songs and I have some originals there too. Um, it's they could Google or YouTube search Ninette Tenza for that.
all right, thank you, Ninette.
Thank you so much.